See, I've already got a couple people waiting. It took me just a second to get the camera positioned right. I was trying to get a shot of the bike. I set it over here. Unfortunately, it doesn't have wheels, so it's a little too short. But I hope everybody's doing good today. I've got this guy with me. Make sure and throw a couple messages up there so I can make sure that the picture quality is good and everything's working properly. Should be. There we go. All right. I want to make sure that people could hear me and see me all right. So, been busy today. You can tell I even took a shower and everything. I'm still already sweating again because it's so humid down here. But I just wanted to do a little bit, just a live, because I know I had lots of awesome comments and pictures come in, or lots of comments come in, and it's been hard to keep up with them. A lot of questions I know people had, so I thought I'd do a live real quick to answer questions, because I'm not real great at typing and responding. And he's here with me. He's just had a day and he's tired. So, oh, there he goes. He knew I was talking about him, I guess. So, well, my plan is just to kind of chit chat for a minute and let a few people hop on, and then start answering some of the questions maybe you'll have. I'm doing good. Sweaty right now, just because it was raining today, and then of course it stopped raining. But as far as physically, I'm feeling real good. Catching up on, just being behind after being gone, and trying to get a lot of the projects that I need to get done around here finished up and started, and the work never ends. Was cleaning one of the window AC units that kept freezing up, had to pull out and clean it again. That's what I was doing, and of course when I took everything apart, I busted the stupid condenser and all the gas leaked out. So a little frustrating on that. My ankle's doing good. It's off and on. With the gout, it's pretty random. Sometimes it just flares up for no reason. You never know. But the past the week I got back, it was pretty sore. But past week and a half, 2 weeks, it's been doing just fine. So it's been nice that it's been not hurting as bad. My knee's been a little bit sore, but that's just every day. And I'm gonna adjust this camera just a little bit, folks. Bear with me. There we go. That's a little bit better. Now you can see the weird guy here. I know I have a lot of people that watch my videos more for him now than they do for me. And that's all right. He's pretty funny. The bear encounter. Someone passed us, and bears don't really scare me that much because growing up in the area and being outside, black bears don't scare me that much. For one, they're not really that big, and two, as long as you don't really mess with them too much, they won't mess with you, and you don't have a lot of food out. But a couple of hikers walked by and like, oh, there's a bear up there, and this was probably our third or fourth day, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll leave it alone. And it wasn't that day, it was the next day. A mama bear walked out with two cubs, probably not 100 foot in front of us, and Copper wasn't paying any attention. He didn't see her, so I didn't have the GoPro on, so I was trying to get the GoPro started and get my phone out at the same time, and then Copper saw the bears and he took off and jetted. or he started barking, and so they ran off. But you know, we were and we were just about to look for a camping area at that time, and of course I do respect the bears. I knew, you know, dog food and stuff, so we ended up walking 3 or 4 extra. We did a lot that day. We did like probably 13 or 14 miles. But yeah, that was the bear encounter. It wasn't really anything super crazy. I lost a total of about 40 pounds altogether. I haven't put any of it back on. Still holding right about 40 pounds. So it was a good amount for just a couple months. But being it was hot, I didn't eat a whole lot. He ate most of my food, and you know, we were walking miles and miles a day, so it was a lot. Oh, there's my wife. She decided to come, so if you have any quite a lot of people asked about how her thoughts, so if you have any questions for her, you can throw those out to her. I was infantry, 11 Bravo, so that's what I did in the Army. If you have your phone and you want to pull this up, you can read comments for me.
Okay, how do I do that?
Just go to the live and you'll see the comments. It might lag a little bit.
On YouTube?
Yep. I'll make a maybe Copper scoot over a little bit and
Probably not.
Make room for Carolyn. We took him out to the farmer's market today, and been working with him in the crowds, and he did pretty good. You can tell he likes people so much that he gets real excited when someone's close. Yes, I wouldn't have been able to do this without her. You know, being willing to take care of stuff around here, so she did a lot of work.
I just made sure nothing died. Well, not too many things died. Not really everything.
I know pant size. No, I know I dropped 7 inches off my waist, roughly, and that's just because I took the belt I was wearing before we started, and then after we started, and I measured. So the belt was 7 inches smaller.
How do I see the comments?
They should start coming up now. It might be just a little bit behind.
Okay. I'm special.
I think. Well, I don't know. I don't really watch them on. Go down. Nope.
Ah!
Oh, go down the comments. There we go.
Wait, hold on. There weren't any comments. See? It just says 97 watching. Hello. That's an ad. Wait.
There is a way to do it.
But we're not special.
She can just watch on the screen for me.
We're not tech savvy enough apparently, which is okay. Cobber, move. Sit on Daddy's lap. I even put on bug spray.
Oh goodness, he's so heavy. All right, so back to the question. You guys know I'm not real great with the lives and all. You see me with Robert too. He's helping me. I should have had him come just do all that.
You can't keep using Robert shamelessly.
I know, right? How did you like Army life, Caroline?
I really liked it at Fort Bragg because I felt like we were really well supported. Because everybody there was in the same boat. Like, it was a deployable space, so like all the families were kind of in the same boat as we were. Fort Benning was a little different animal because that was where it was drill sergeant, so that was it wasn't as supportive and military friendly and family friendly, but I still enjoyed it for the most part. They took good care of us when we were in. Afterwards, maybe.
Yeah,
sometimes not so much, but while you were in, they made sure that we got what we needed.
Our 20th anniversary.
Wait, did we have our fake anniversary already?
Huh?
When's
No,
our fake
16th.
anniversary? Okay.
Our JOP marriage before our actual ceremony is August 16th, and that'll be 20 years this year.
And October 19th.
Yeah, October 19th is when we had our actual ceremony.
in the same church where his mom and dad were married, on the same day his mom and dad were married. It's
Well,
their same anniversary.
like a week, same week.
No, it was the
There's-
same day.
was
They're
it?
October the 19th too. And then your grandma and grandpa were married there as well.
Yeah. So, yeah, grandma, grandpa, and mom and dad, and me and Caroline were all married in the same little church.
I think he's tired.
He is tired.
He had a big day. No, I don't know. No licking. No licking.
All right, and I think there might be a little bit of a lag right here with the comments. It's probably our internet because it did rain
How long
today.
did you serve?
I was in for a total right at 15 years.
Well, that's good. That's
Good.
part of
That's
the point.
yeah.
Aaron
That's
likes to help people.
that's one reason I want to do this.
You've always taken care of the privates and everybody else, so
Yep.
thank you. I haven't really been around that much, to be honest with you, because I'm from Virginia Beach actually, but I haven't been around very much because I've been coaching doubles, which means I'm at the pool early in the morning, and then I'm at the pool again all the way till the evening, and then we had it's championship season, so we just had 2 championship meets. So I was out of town for 4 days, like 2 days after we got back, and then I came home for like 3 days, and then I was gone for another four days.
3 days,
and
yeah.
then my daughter and I went to go visit a college, and then we came home for 2 days, and then we went to go visit another college because she's getting ready to go to college next year.
Yeah.
So it's been a little bit hectic. And then somebody asked how we met.
We met right when online dating was
That's
a very first thing. So we
kinda
met
met
online. So that's
We have 2
that's how we
kids.
met.
Our son is going to school at Florida Institute of Technology on ROTC scholarship in 2.5 weeks. And then Michaela's got her senior year.
Yeah,
left.
they're so he's going to be a freshman in college this year, and
Somebody made a comment. and I
Copper
didn't see
is,
what it was.
or Copper. I was looking down. Aiden's a freshman in college. Michaela will be a senior in high school. It depends. I've got to finish getting him
He's gotta
all
do
his
a lot
obedience
more around
first.
Other people.
And the actual certification process really,
Can we do that?
there's not even a really certification. There's paperwork you fill out.
You can, but it's optional.
Yeah. So
There's no national certifying.
there
body.
is no national certifying board or certification. So it won't be hard to get him certified, but I am going to take him through a certification course for PTSD service dog training. I'll probably already have his paperwork by then, just so he can continue to go places with me. But about a year old, a year and a half is when he'll start an actual
Someone
PTSD service.
wanted to know if it would have helped to have somebody on the walk with you.
No, not to begin with. I thought, some people had talked about going, and at first I thought that would be good, but for me, starting out, I think that it was better for me to be by myself. For someone, like, I think it would be beneficial for me to go with people.
Now that you've done it once.
Now
by
that I've
yourself.
done it once.
But I don't think he would have wanted to mess up and have other people go through.
Well, and also
Some of the
I have
trials.
some experience. It depends, I guess, on somebody's experience level. I've spent years in the woods, hiking. I had that knowledge base to be able to take care of myself out there. So when I do start doing it with other people, kind of my plan is to start and not walk side by side, but let someone go ahead, and I'll be 10 or 15 minutes back, and then I can catch up and talk to people. And
I hate Aaron with the beard. I'm just gonna interject. I hate. The
oh
beard.
yeah, she does.
I hate the beard with a passion. I think it makes him look like he's 80. So I've always been not a huge fan of the beard or the facial hair in general.
Yeah, she's never
Which is one of the reasons
never
why
liked
I kind
it.
of like the military, because
Look, I don't know about me. She looks like a teenager still, but
we are in Georgia. Well, we retired here out of the military, and then I was working here and started up my own team, and we now the team's here and we're here, and we like this area. We love Harris County, Georgia. We love the people here. We love the country feeling of it, but you're
Right.
still not far away from anything. The weather can be a little cooler, but growing season is long. In general, the area, our kids are happy at school. Like, our kids are really happy at school, so.
what's up, Mark? Yeah, we
He's not as angry. He hasn't screamed at all, so that's nice. He's not as angry, which is good. So that's been nice. I think he's a little more mellow in general.
I just hate shaving so much.
I don't, it's, the beard is disgusting. Where is our bird going? Hey, wee-hoo!
Our peacocks
Oh.
are crossing the street.
No, they're standing in the street. He's across the street. She's standing in the street. Oh, I know. My parents live in Florida. They live in Venice, and Florida is. We went there this time last year for vacation, and it was very, very hot and very, very humid. But we had a wonderful time.
And I'm
Not as fun as Blue Ridge, though.
It's going to be really, really entertaining for me to make fun of Aiden because he's going to be coming from Yellowstone, and in a week going down to just north of West
Melbourne.
Palm, Melbourne, Florida, all the way south. So he's going to be coming from 70-degree days. It has been warm a couple days, but still 50-degree nights and going down to
Ramona,
Florida.
I'm just glad that my daughter decided she did not want to go to school in Savannah because that was a whole other animal. That was oppressive heat, disgusting humidity. Not a huge fan. So this place where we are, which is still South Georgia, felt a lot cooler.
Yeah, Sarasota.
Yeah,
that's where we
that's
fly
not
in
too
and
far.
out of
That's
when
like
we
45 minutes
when we
out.
do fly.
My daughter loves Sarasota. She wishes the school there has a swim team. Unfortunately, they don't. Because huge fan of Sarasota.
But it's working out. She's looking at a few schools up in the mountains. So and Aiden loves the beach. Michaela hates the beach, but she likes the mountains. So
We like the beach. She does not like the beach.
and she doesn't want to go that far away from home. Really,
No,
she's more of a homebody. She is beautiful.
sometimes.
She looks pretty much like she did the day day we met.
That's not true.
Yeah, it is.
That's not true. No, I wouldn't want to live in Savannah either. But it was fun to visit. It was different. We actually went to a state park out there that was gorgeous. Oh, my dad's from Newport Richey. Or my mom. What is that?
Your dad.
My dad. My dad's from Newport Richey. So that's funny. Oh, the beach doesn't suck. Not when you're looking for shark teeth and shells.
That's Mark.
Oh, Mark, be quiet. You were just trying to get on his good side so you can come back and stay in the Airbnb instead of Robbie's. Although I hear Robbie's has power, so Michaela doesn't like sand either. But sand has treasures, so sometimes you gotta let a little sand to get some treasures. I wonder if Copper would probably eat sand.
Probably.
He's not very smart. Well, he is smart. He's just weird. And somebody asked if your parents were gonna start a YouTube channel.
My mom is looking at starting a painting channel.
That's only if you wear panties, Mark.
My mom is looking at starting a painting channel, so she'll be doing that. I'm helping her get started. She's looking forward to getting back into her art again, and decided she wanted to. So, yeah. As far as the homesteading stuff, I don't think so. I don't like they're happy to have me put that on their footage, but we'll see what happens.
I don't know. Your dad might get kind of like where he likes talking to people about old stuff.
I've just got to get mom tech savvy enough to be able to do all our own editing.
Kind of
and everything.
edit that a little bit because he gets a little
I hate
long-winded. Watercolor painting? No, she's oils. She does oils. If I send, he's getting ready to drop his. He's getting ready to drop.
I picked
his
a bunch
feathers,
up today.
so-
He's been dropping them.
Can you do a homestead tour?
I can't on a live. I did one.
Oh, we lose the internet.
Yes, because if our internet's not that well, our internet's actually able
Better
to do
than
a
it
lot.
was.
But our cell service, if I get more than a few feet from the house, you wouldn't be able to see it because it drops out. And you can, but if you look through the channel, I have
How long
a
have you been in
few.
our house? 6 hours?
6 years?
6 years. 6
Yeah,
years.
about 6 years.
6 years, maybe. It looks a little worse for the wear right now because it's
It's getting there. It's working.
getting some work done on her, but I swam as a child from 5 through college, and then my kids needed something to do in the summer, and I wanted to learn how to swim, so I put them on a swim team, and they needed a coach, so I kind of fell into it, and I really enjoy it. Reeling in a shark. Couldn't believe you did. Yeah, Aaron and Aiden got sharks.
Yeah, we that's one of our favorite pastimes down
The
in
boys
Sanibel.
like to shark fish. The girls not so much, but that's okay. We drag Michaela along and she reads a book, and then I look for shark teeth or shells depending on what beach we're at. It's a pretty big jar. Yes.
Yeah, she's had her own team now for
6 years.
Six-
Five.
five-
Oh, this will be our 6th year in
6 years?
October.
Oh, we don't have to have satellite. We actually just got fiber optic like 3 months ago.
It's the internet signal. We're waiting on a tower that's supposed to be built.
Yeah.
So as soon as we get it, it should be better.
We're out in the middle of nowhere.
Which we like. We like that. Our daughter discovered she doesn't like the city either, so. Yes. Oh, somebody want to know if you found anyone cool. Neatest thing you found in the Homestead house, walls, flooring. The space above the.
Some silverware. We
Oh yeah,
found
you
some
found stuff outside.
silverware.
The old shoe.
Bottles, old shoes. Yeah, we're really just now getting, there's still some old bottles under the house. I'm going to be starting under the house here
And then
next couple of
that
months.
space above in the porch, I like this space, is cool. There's like a whole storage space up there. Or if there's an apocalypse, we can hide up there and shoot people. So I'm a huge fan of that space.
Robert's going to come where the big pecan tree fell. We're going to metal detect the dirt as I take the dirt off, because so much of the dirt's still attached to the stump. So there should be something, because people would have sat around that tree right there. And I've still got to finish counting it. I'm going to polish the top of the stump so I can count the rings. But the tree, from what I could tell, is around 150, 160 years old.
Tree rings make music if you play them on a record player.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's a true story. Hey, Robert in a hole in the woods. Robert likes being in holes in the woods.
You should have. The yell didn't come through real great when he saw that spider.
Well, Robert hates spiders. I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, we like a tree. There's a tree on that.
Yeah, we got some cool trees that have grown together.
Trees that have grown together. That's really, when we first came and looked at the house, that kind of sold us on it.
Me and Robert met about 12 years ago when I first moved down to be a drill sergeant, and it was through old Jeeps.
Jeep stuff.
Yep, I had a Jeep, he had a Jeep. I went to the pawn shop he was working out.
That you met along the trail?
A couple towards the end. For the first part of the walk, I was not real talkative anyway. I didn't like staying in the shelters. They were crowded and people would be coming and going, you know, and with, especially with copper, he'd bark because people would walk by the tent we had. We stayed mostly off the
Michaela wants to study either photography or wildlife rehabilitation, possibly both. So it just depends on where she goes to school. So she's an artsy person as well. You did meet somebody. There was somebody in one of your videos that was talkative. Interesting.
On the lives, yeah. When I was staying at Uncle Johnny's, there was some cool people, but you know, just meeting in passing, kind of, and it was a good time. It wasn't. I also got lucky. One of the reasons there wasn't a ton of people out is I was in between the bubbles from people starting north and starting south. The people starting north hadn't got to where I was walking, and the people starting south
That's a really good question.
had went up
Are the
forward.
trails safe for women? We're 40, by the way, but I don't know about this.
The majority of the people I passed on the trail were probably women between the ages of probably 45 to 80. I would say made up probably 70%. I was expecting a lot of younger guys like me, but it wasn't this time. And a lot of them were doing through hiking. I mean, I'm talking, there was one lady, I did talk to her for a little while, who passed me like I was standing still, me and Copper. And I think she said she was 76 or 77.
Aaron always misses fishing.
Yeah.
That's a silly question. It doesn't matter what kind of water it is.
There was one lady that was interesting who was blind who was walking it.
Oh, that's really cool.
And so
I feel like if they're out there, if there's a blind lady walking the trail, you're probably pretty good.
Yeah, it's really pretty safe the way it's
Yes, we are both 40.
Yes, we're 3 months apart. My birthday in January and hers is in March.
I like to say I'm 26, and I'll be 26 for a while, but that's okay. Worried about bears. Bear spray. And you don't see really bears.
Bear spray. I saw the one mama and the cubs. The biggest thing with the bears is keeping your food in good bags. If you're in the shelters, using the hanging your food. And honestly, that's one reason with the shelters. The bears go to the shelters more because there's more concentration of people, which means more food.
What would you do differently on a walk that you did next time around?
Next time, the biggest thing I learned from this one was I packed too much stuff to begin with, too much weight. And I still ended up carrying too much weight.
He was in boot camp at Fort Benning. Yes, 14 years of experience being 26. I like to say that I'm not having birthdays anymore. I'm having annual celebrations of my wonderfulness instead of aging. I'm just annually celebrating how wonderful I am instead of having a birthday, because that implies old, and I don't want to be old. So Oh, bye, Mark.
All right,
Come
brother.
back anytime. Yes, they do have hanging
They
bears.
have hanging bears, and they at the shelters they have cables ran across from tree to
So it's
tree,
already there. You just go ahead and throw
and
it on.
little wires with pulleys and stuff.
I don't think Aiden's had too many trouble with bears.
No, not out in Yellowstone. They're really good about enforcing keeping people away from the bears and
there
everything.
There are
So
people like wandering out in a field of bison, wild bison, like 25 tourists on video the other day, which is crazy. So I'm sure my mom had a really good time with that.
the bears out there are a little different. Different than the bears.
Hey.
The black bears. They might mess with you a little bit, but.
I think we're about to have like cat attack behind us.
Yeah.
Hey. Hey. Yeah, you might want to run because he's feeling frisky.
That's true. When you're 50, it's the 25th anniversary of your 25th birthday. One good way to look at it, I guess.
There you go. Hopefully I won't have to be looking old when I'm 50.
Copper is, and I'm going to do it on a video, Copper is 6 months old, so I got him a 6-month-old cupcake.
Oh, look, I get to be
him to
Mrs.
share.
Aaron instead of you being Mr. Coach Carey. That's
Yeah.
new.
Down here in Georgia, everybody knows me as Mr. Coach Carey. No one really knows my name.
That's not true. They're Coach Aaron.
Well, to the kids.
Did he have to evacuate people? No, but he's done a lot of road repair.
He got there right after.
Right? No, he was there before the
he was.
flooding.
Was he?
Mhm.
Okay.
And he stays in Mammoth, but
He's on the road crew right now, so.
and trail maintenance. So they've done a
Yeah,
lot
and
of
trail
trail
maintenance,
maintenance and road repair and stuff, which is hot work, but he's really enjoyed it and can't wait to go back next year to do summer work again. So he's pretty excited.
Yeah, he really enjoyed it.
Cowers.
No, we didn't put the
He's
tent
working
up.
on it.
We didn't put the tent up every night.
He wants to know if Copper's doing better with his potty training.
He's getting there. He doesn't give me much notice. He'll let me know. If he's in the big house, if I have him in a small room, like when we stayed at Uncle Johnny's, or if he's somewhere small, he's good. But
If he's in crate, he's fine.
yeah, he's crate trained.
He just doesn't give you much warning when he
Yo,
needs to go
he'll
potty.
let you
It's
know,
like
and
whimper,
2
whimper,
seconds
whimper,
later,
pee.
yeah.
So he did well though when you were out today. And then somebody asked if he was acting differently since he's been home. I think he's just hard to say because he's crazy with all his puppy brothers and sisters.
Yeah, he's I don't remember.
I don't either.
Oh, not hardly 33. Oh no, I didn't put the tent up every single night. We put it up if I thought it was going to rain, but the rest of the time, we just busted out my the sleeping bag and the blanket, and slept. And Aiden,
He's doing marine engineering.
oceanic
engineering.
Oceanic engineering.
And marine something.
This and with I think
Material
science.
Yeah.
He wants to help design boats and levees and dikes, like that kind
Anything
of.
to do with the ocean.
He explains
building
it, but
stuff
it's
on
a little bit beyond my level of.
It's kind of changed a couple of times.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure I remember.
I am.
exactly what the-
I have my PhD in redneck engineering, and he's more along the lines of real engineering. So
How many kitties? Oh, we don't count them. We don't really know.
they come and go. We try and keep them spayed and neutered and find homes. And we're just another litter from a cat I hadn't even really seen before.
Oh yeah, that was hiding in the chicken coop.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't figure out why the chickens weren't laying and hadn't been laying in a chicken coop, and figured out that in like a little hidden space that was up there was kittens. And if you watch the video from when we were working on the Jeep, that was that crazy cat that ran Blue off.
Oh my! Wait, what did they just? Somebody just asked something.
Scroll down.
Oh well, the flooding was pretty bad. I think my parents are there as well, and they run a. Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. They run. What do? They campground host, and they said it was pretty bad. So there was parts of the park that were completely cut off and still shut down. Aiden's really hard worker. He's really smart and he works really hard. So he likes to, if there's something that he can do better than other people, he likes to try and do it. And he likes to have perfect grades. Oh, get out. What are you doing up there? Really?
That's pretty much what our house sounds like most of the time.
Oh, that's Whiny Boop and then a big fat gray male.
The fence, I can't wait for the fence either. Like I said, I'm working, through the front. So the fence will probably be here in the next week or two. Gotta get Aiden to college, but here the week after next, but I'll probably utilize him a little bit for some of the manual labor.
And Robbie. Keeps him out of trouble.
And hopefully next week we'll be able to get that wall fixed up over at the old bird farm. So
And maybe we can move the trailer out of the driveway.
Yeah, I need to do that. I'd heard there was a
I will absolutely
flood
take
road.
dinner. That sounds amazing. Only if it's at Oyster House, though.
Yeah, the raised beds turned out better than I thought, and I'm gonna help here in the next couple days. I've got enough wood. I'm gonna build another one because Michaela takes after Yaya and loves growing and raising plants. So I'm gonna build her one just for flowers for the next year.
I am not gonna hike because I like hot showers frequently, like twice a day, and that's kind of something that doesn't really happen on the trail. I'm not a huge fan of bugs.
That's why she was a swimmer, because she doesn't like the sweat.
Yeah, I don't like sweating.
So in the water, you don't know you're sweating.
When are you going to get back to chinking? That's an excellent question. I would like to answer that question as well.
That is going to be in September, as soon as, because with the sun hits this side of the house all the time, and and because when I start chinking, I'm gonna have to be redoing some of the windows, reframing some of the windows and stuff. So I want to wait till about mid-September is when I'm going to start. That way it's not 100 degrees outside when I have to open the windows or have a hole with plastic for a day or two over the house. So
I also can't really leave my swimmers that long to go walk. Oh, I like the raised beds a lot. If you don't have wood, I was just seeing something the other day on Facebook where you can do like a mounded bed. It's like kind of the same thing, and you just kind of build it in like a big mound, and then you can have your plants growing up, and it's easier to harvest that way too. So it's kind of cool.
Yeah, the traditional hugelkultur method.
Yeah, I don't camp anywhere where I can't have an air mattress either. Just note that as well. Like a big one, not like a stupid little.
She likes the glamp.
No, it's not even glamping. It's just I need a fan to sleep. I need an air conditioner. I don't rough it. The roughing is the Hampton Inn. So if Aaron wants to sleep in the woods, that's fine. I will be at the Hampton Inn. You do, or you can use the logs. You can start with logs or like refuse, yard refuse. And
probably when I start clearing out where the goats are, I'm going to have the smaller tree that I don't use for my barn. And so I'll need something to do with all those. And those will be easy because I can cut those into links, just leave them round. And
are there snakes? Ooh, I don't do snakes either. Just another thing I don't do. I do animals and don't do snakes.
On the trip when we were walking up the railroad bed, we did pass a big timber rattler stretched out across. But
I also don't wear shoes.
We just kind of like with the bears. We didn't bother the timber rattler, so the timber rattler didn't bother us.
No, they don't make fans loud enough. That's why you have like the old air conditioner.
I wrote a little bit. Most of the time, by the end of the day, when I would start to write, it was either dark or I was tired, and so I didn't write as much as I wanted to. But I did write a bit.
Yeah, I don't know how people go without showering. That's gross. It's just I can't do it. I'm not getting into bed dirty. It's just yucky. Ooh. And after you sweat all day and the bugs, I need power. I don't know how you do it, so I'm glad you did it and not me. Grave markers, not on this property, but there's slave quarters right over there.
No, I didn't walk faster when, and I really I didn't have too much frustration where I would get angry. And walking faster, really no, I couldn't go any faster. A lot of those mountains were pretty rough, and going downhill hurts. So we kept just a decent pace. When Cobb would get tired, we'd stop, and when I got tired, we'd stop. Which is why it wasn't about mileage. Some days, I think our biggest day was like maybe 21 miles. But most of the time, average probably around 5 to 10.
There's an animal cemetery on the Homestead because we've had a lot of animals die.
Oh, there we go. Oh,
pretty extensive. Yeah, but I don't want to smell myself. So.
My first 4 years in the military, almost 5, I was in the Coast Guard, and I was stationed at Coast Guard Station Little Creek for 2 years before I joined the counter narcotics unit.
My mom taught in Chesapeake for like 34 years.
So I know all about
any part of
Little
your walk
Creek.
that meant the most to you. I want a donkey. Sorry, I had to interrupt. I want a donkey desperately. I've always wanted a donkey. I went to Kempsville Elementary, Kempsville Middle, Kempsville High. Any part of your walk that meant more than another part?
The last, probably about week 4, after it got to hurting so bad, it was my favorite as far as the actual trail, up through Big Bald, Little Bald, Beauty Spot. That was where I was able to actually really. I wasn't physically hurting as bad. I was able to actually really appreciate the scenery even more, and actually that's when I really enjoyed the walk part.
What spices did you put on the trout that you cooked?
Salt, pepper, garlic,
March the 4th.
oil and vinegar, or oil, salt, pepper, garlic,
Oh, I want a miniature Highland cow too. Just saying.
and that's it. I kept it real simple. The last one, I did write that down, but I'm trying to remember it top of my head. It was just salt, pepper, salt, pepper,
So
garlic,
that's all you had.
and that's about it.
Does the gout come and go?
Yes.
Yes. But sometimes in your foot.
Sometimes usually it's in my toe, but
and you can't
on the
put a
walk
shoe
it
on.
was in my ankle.
Anywhere else you would do a walk? You like the mountains. What type of boot or shoe did you wear?
I wore Solomon, and the specific ones were the 4Ds.
They smell really bad.
They do. I've been trying to get the ammonia smell out.
Awful.
These have helped. I go through a pair of boots every 3 months.
Did you go to Navy boot camp? No, you went to Coast
No,
Guard.
Coast Guard and Army.
Yeah.
The Solomons work really good. They were about $300.
They were $300?
But they've kept up. They haven't fallen apart even as many miles as I have on them. So
my shoes were $2. Just saying.
Yes, that was not the walk, but that was probably one of my favorite parts of the whole trip in general, was going to Lost Cove.
But we've done baking soda, and they still smell horrifically bad.
When you walk as much as I did, when you walk as much as I did, especially when you're burning as much fat, your body when it starts to burn muscle, it produces ammonia, and so you start to smell like cat pee. You start to smell like ammonia.
I thought there were cats
at
being
one
in our
point,
room, but it was the shoes. It was pretty good.
I'm working on getting them smelling good.
Ooh, I don't like
Oh,
surgeries.
that's not good.
Aaron's probably not ever going to go back under the knife unless he absolutely has to.
I don't want to. They want me to do a knee
That was a bad
replacement
experience.
and
We don't need a knee
all kinds of
replacement
stuff, but I'm not doing that anytime soon.
yet. No. I had a mule. I know, I want a mule. We did vinegar too. And we tried borax and all sorts of other, I think just kind of them having to air out. Do you feel better now with the weight loss?
Oh yeah, I do. My knee's still been hurting, but not nearly as bad. And I definitely
Baking
feel
soda.
a lot better.
I'm not throwing away $300 boots just because they smell. They can just stay outside overnight. That's fine.
They're not as bad as they were.
Charcoal, maybe.
Yeah.
Just charcoal inserts.
I probably do. I haven't soaked them
thought
in
about
vinegar yet.
charcoal.
I probably do need to
Oh, I
soak
thought
them
you
in
did
vinegar.
Or try the charcoal.
Honestly, I haven't I've told her I've put stuff in them. I haven't really tried that hard,
Oh,
except for
rude.
leaving them.
So I just have to deal with stinky ass shoes? That's
No, I put them on the
disgusting.
porch.
Yeah, huh? Sure you did. I smelled them many times. Cat litter and pantyhose. Oh, that's a good
Every night
idea.
at the pool, yeah.
That's a good call. I hadn't thought about that. That's pretty smart. I don't think we have any pantyhose, but I guess we can go get some from the Dollar General
We don't
because
have any
that's all
cat litter
Harris
either.
County has.
Well,
We
I've
don't
got
have a
to
Walmart.
go see if I can look for another air conditioner because, like I said, the air conditioner, I bumped the condenser when I was cleaning it and lost all my coolant. Yeah, she's pretty funny sometimes.
I'm not in totally rare form. 11 Delta 20 something armored recon. What your unit was?
Oh, 11 Delta, yeah.
He wants to know what your unit was.
I was, for the majority of my time, I was in 4th Brigade of the 82nd. I was in 473 Cab and 2508
That's a good
infantry.
idea. I think we have some of Nature's Miracle, actually. You could spray in
Yes.
your shoes, because we do
Should
have
do
a
that.
cat pee, animal pee remover smell stuff, because we have 9 dogs. Yes, that we don't have a Walmart, we don't have a chain grocery store.
But we have like 5 DGs.
But we have a combined grocery store and feed and seed. So it's
Yes.
one thing. So you can get your like dog ball snippers and your milk at the same time. Which
Yeah,
is
you guys have
very
seen it.
convenient.
You guys seen
Oh,
on the videos
and a
Cooper's.
shaved ice. Our kids are 17 and 18, soon to be 18 and 19. They both have September birthdays.
They're 11 months apart.
Yes. Hey, your daughter's gonna be 18 in a month.
Yes.
That's weird.
I'll be able to kick them out here pretty soon.
They'll come back and they'll bring more with them. I'm excited about that. That'll be fun. What is your dog doing? Oh, Maggie Waggy.
Yeah, Irish twins. Exactly.
Yes.
All kinds of different places. As far as finding the
Some of them
animals.
wandered up. He likes to go places unattended and find dogs that he doesn't tell me about until he brings them home.
Yeah, Monster was a dumpster at a gas station. The first one we had when we were at Fort Bragg, she had never really had a dog before, was a golden retriever that needed a home, and I didn't even tell her.
I came home from.
She was mad for about 3 days, and then she realized she liked them. And then
I was not mad for 3 days.
They're all Maggie
just show up.
a
He brings
rescue.
them home. I have nothing to do with it. I'm just innocent
The
bystander.
goats.
Maggie had babies because COVID and we couldn't get her fixed and everything.
A
was
lot of
shut
the goats
down.
were rescues from a guy that was downsizing a herd.
Oh,
and
yeah, that was with the
had
diabetes.
and
the heart
then
condition.
or given to us.
The cats people dump in the yard. One of them wandered.
I've never brought a cat
home.
home. The cat has brought themselves home, or people have just dumped them here.
People see the cats and they dump unwanted cats.
When
and
people
so
say how
they
many
do
cats do you have,
We don't
I
count them.
have no cats.
We don't count them on purpose. None of them are. We do feed them because my daughter thinks they're really cute.
They're a feral colony.
But they're feral friendly. Some
feral
of them are friendly. Some of them are not so much. But yeah, Copper was a surprise.
Hmm.
Yeah, I blame that on Robbie, by the way, just so you know. We have several orange cats. We have some really cool rare colored cats somewhere around here. I don't know where the heck they are. Like apricot colored, not like bright orange, and apparently that's pretty rare color mutation.
The only thing we really bought was the chickens.
We didn't even buy the peacocks that are here because ours got killed.
Or
These
the
are
guineas.
neighbors' old
The
peacocks.
guineas were. The
The
guineas
mean
were
cat, I have no
needed
idea.
a home. Oh, I don't know. She just showed up.
She might be one of the cats that was born here, but I don't think so. No, she's one of. I think it's one of Birdie's babies from a couple litters ago, but I'm not really sure. We try to get them fixed, but they are not stupid cats, and
We
have to go
trap
in a
them. We
cage.
go through the
They
Humane
have to go in
Society.
a trap to go and get
Yeah,
fixed.
we have to
and they're
trap
too
them.
smart for the trap.
And every time I'll go through and we'll take several, like 5 or 6, a month up, and then they'll either find homes or we'll bring them back, and then they'll wander off, and then someone will drop off. We've literally had multiple boxes of kittens, like had to bottle feed them kittens just left in our driveway.
I like Copper. He's just a little much sometimes. He's a little crazy, but yeah.
In the video,
farm.
Blue was the worst. She actually smacked the crap out of Copper later
Blue's a
that
girl?
day. Blue's boy.
Oh, do we have new chicken babies in the chicken coop? Have you watched
Yes,
them
they are.
today?
Yes, I have. They are doing good. One guinea and one of the guineas born on a bird farm, and a couple of chicken babies Robert picked up to keep the guinea company.
These chickens are really friendly.
Yeah, our chickens are
Especially
pretty cool.
chickens are friendly. Some of them aren't. And we have one chicken that we've had since we've moved in, and it's the unkillable.
Nutmeg is
the
6 years
chicken.
old, and
I have
she's
no
white.
idea.
She shouldn't even
And
be.
she's yellow. But she's like, I don't know how she's still alive. She's been attacked several times, but she's still
Yeah,
there.
and the problem with trapping the cats now
Oh.
is some of our older, friendlier cats that we've had that are fixed. When you put the food or anything in the trap, that's the ones you'll trap, because the ones that aren't
yeah.
friendly
They're dumb.
they're a little bit more
Wary of
skittish,
the stuff.
and so the friendly ones know what's in there, and they just run in and grab
No
it.
Navy boot camp.
Coast
just
Guard
and
boot
Army
camp, and Army boot camp.
and jump school.
Yeah, Blue. Yeah, she meant Blue during that video working on a Jeep.
Blue doesn't like anybody.
No, Blue loves animals. He was trying to make friends with that mama cat, and that mama cat.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna go over
She
well.
when I
That's
put
the
that
wrong
video
cat to be
out, she
friends
was
with.
in Savannah and with Michaela on the college recruiting trip, so she
We were in
hadn't
Savannah
caught
or
up.
we were at Piedmont.
No, it was just the day before
Okay.
yesterday.
Yes.
Or Piedmont, yeah. Sorry.
No, it was 2 days ago we were
Yeah,
in
you were
Savannah.
Savannah.
We've been too many places. I don't really remember where we were.
I still don't
Do we
have
have
any sense
bears?
of time.
No, but we have coyotes. And we have foxes. We have a lot of foxes. We have deer. Lots of deer. Oh, giant turkey. Wild turkeys. There's one whose foot was as big as mine that I found.
Yeah, not like Jerry type turkey. We got the wild
these
kind.
are like wild turkeys, but they're pretty big. There's one mama with babies crossing the road a couple days ago when I was driving home from work.
Lots and lots and lots of turkeys.
They're like 6 little babies, so that's good. What was the A?
I think we missed part of the comment there, Jen.
Too. There's Bodie. Look at him. He's so old. Look how old he is. Bodie.
We've got you guys have met most of them. He may not have showed up on a video. If you see the old golden retriever there, he's another one that I brought home. In just case anybody didn't catch him. I didn't tell Caroline really. I went. It was after our other golden retriever. Our other golden retriever passed away of cancer when he was only 6 years old, and I went and just to look. I went just to look because the guy was supposed to have puppies, and then he didn't have puppies. But he said, "Oh, I'm getting rid of some older dogs," and he was a backyard breeder, and we pulled.
No, the first night you were home, because I came in and you had already got him. I wasn't there, and he was covered in fleas.
Ticks. I could not leave him.
Ziploc bag, like a regular zip, like a sandwich bag full of ticks.
The guy actually got really, really mad because he's like pretending like he actually cares about the dogs. I opened the door to the car. He jumped in the car and then growled at the guy when he came up to the car. And so I just said, nope, he's coming home with me. But yeah, he was in bad shape.
I'm surprised he's still alive.
And now he's 13-ish.
He's such a good dog.
We're not sure. He's like me, missing most of his teeth, and
he's such a good boy.
He's
a good dog.
He's old.
The best dogs. When he dies, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
He used to be red, like one of the dark red golden retrievers, and now he's a white golden retriever.
Oh,
he's all gray.
Just precious. He doesn't like when you touch his tail, though. Doesn't like that. There's something about snakes. Name of the baby goat that you fixed the foot. That was Boots.
Boots. And
yeah, well, Erin always says need some.
No, there was a time where before I had much experience with wisteria, we thought the wisteria flowers were pretty because they are pretty. But now that she's seen and I've seen what wisteria can actually do, no.
Wait, and somebody said, we have one of the free range rabbits is still here. I don't know where it is. It's usually around here this time of day. This big white one.
One of them did pass on, and but the one is still here, and
I have no idea.
It's crazy because they have now been here 4 years and been running around wild for 3, and the one that's still around is a German giant.
No, it's a Flemish giant.
A Flemish, is that what it is? Flemish giant.
What about using permachink to chink the logs?
No, I could use permachink, but that stuff is like, I think it's $200 or so for 5 gallons. It would cost probably about $5,000 to chink what I've got to chink with permachink.
And it's just as good.
And I want to keep it more traditional. So, but I am using like the non-shrinking grout as part of the mixture and the Portland cement.
Do you remember what mixture you used?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good.
If I don't, I've got a video.
How is Winter the goat?
Oh, Winter's doing good. She's still over there. We had downsized quite a few. I've got 6 left, and 2 are pregnant mamas. But we did find homes for a lot because they were getting out of control. And Oakley, I found a home for him where he had a better gate or a better fence and somewhere more by himself because he was getting.
It's getting a little dangerous.
He was getting dangerous. He chased Robert when Robert was taking care.
He didn't mean it. He wasn't
he
trying to be
was trying
mean,
to play, but
he likes to play and bash things with his head, and his horns will get stuck in your pants and pick you up off the ground and tear your pants.
He busted down the garage door, bent the garage door. So.
He's got a really hard head though. I miss him. I hope he's doing well. He's a sweet goat. He's super fun. Maybe we should have let him, taught him that it was fun to bash things with your head to be fun.
Yeah, we're here in the next couple months, definitely for this winter, and we're going to be redoing underneath the house and getting it all closed up. and sealed up. All that's going to happen before it gets cold again. So I'm looking forward to all that.
I'm looking forward to it not looking like it's falling down.
It doesn't look like it's fun. It's a pretty long time.
Yeah, but we gotta put the siding on it because it looks kind of trashy right now.
Well, we're not putting the siding on the wall.
Wait, what log? The front? No, I know we're not putting it on the front, but the side. Wait, I thought we were doing.
I haven't informed.
Are you serious?
But when it's all cheap, but we're going to replace all that siding.
No, that wasn't the plan. Oh,
I don't
my
have
Lord.
enough siding. So.
We can cut water. I think they're actually cantaloupes.
I think they're cantaloupes. They're doing really well, but I did like some people. I just assumed they were watermelons because that's usually
No, I think we
what
fed
we
the goats
feed them.
cantaloupes. No, we gave the watermelons to the chickens because the cantaloupe. The goats
But
eat
it's
watermelon.
definitely either a watermelon or a cantaloupe because that's the only thing that we ever take out to the goats. Like any of the squash or anything like that would have already been cooked. So I guess it's going to be a
If we get snow, it's like a dusting. It doesn't usually stick, so it's not anything.
2013,
We had a little dusting last year.
2012 or 13, because I was still drill sergeant.
Oh, was that when Moose was still alive?
There was like 6 inches or 7 inches
that year.
that year.
I took him on a walk in front of the house in Fort Benning.
And it shut Fort Benning. It shut everything down for like
we
4
don't
days.
have any snowplows here. We have to share them.
Yeah,
with
there's
like
no
4
way to
other
clear
states.
it. And like 6 inches.
It's pretty exciting. For like a day, and then it melted. So I don't know if it's ever gonna cool down, Patty. But there you go.
And it doesn't get too awful cold. Like we really don't even have I can grow. Her roses bloom until December.
And then they start blooming again in like February.
Yeah, we get a freeze. Usually if it's below freezing, it's January, February, and March. It starts warming back up.
I mean, anything to keep them occupied and out of trouble is good. So, I mean, if he's having fun doing it, and he and Robbie seem to be entertaining themselves quite well, so that's good. It keeps them from bringing home more dogs, for the most part.
Yeah.
It doesn't keep. I know. Well, it doesn't keep them from bringing home dead, derelict vehicles. So that's a little bit of an issue. But those are all at Robbie's house, so it's pretty. It's good. I still think it's ridiculous that you can make money doing videos. I don't really understand that whole concept. I think it's weird, but I'm just old.
It's a good job. I enjoy it. It's a job
At least
where
it keeps them where you actually I like it because I'm actually getting stuff done on the house.
Mm-hmm.
Where other jobs, other people got all the benefits of his work, and I didn't get anything like cool epoxy tables or cool furniture. I didn't get any of that. So at least with this, like, the house gets fixed up, so that's nice. Well, sort of. I mean, it's sort of.
It's good.
I got a raised garden bed. I got a tractor. I got some other stuff. I know I think it's ridiculous. I don't understand the whole concept of how you make money, but whatever, I guess. I mean, there are worse things you could do with your time. I got a screen door. I did get a new screen door. Thank you for reminding me. When we got the camper cleaned out.
Yep.
And what else have we done? The chicken coop, the new chicken coop.
Yep.
And
yeah, Dad'll be coming to stay down here with me as soon as
that chinking's a pain in the ass.
when I get started on that. That'll be all hands on deck.
Nice. What else have we done in here? Got the camper. Oh, we got the goat playground. The Taj Mahal.
The Taj Mahal.
No, she's talking about the camper, not the coop.
So.
We still have to do the bathroom and stuff on that.
And the yards get, so it is nice because this house is a full-time job in and of itself. So it is nice to be able to work on it and share it and make a little bit of money on it. So negative comments, I try to just ignore them, or if I do go off, my mom will fuss at me and tell me to take them down, and then my mom will handle them because so she's kind of taken over that. But the nice thing about honestly, the nice thing about YouTube is I can block somebody. It doesn't block them from seeing the channel, but it blocks their comments from being viewed. So if someone gets on a roll and they're just over and over negative, I just keep them from commenting because I try to keep the channel positive,
So Aiden's car is almost ready.
Almost.
And then just helping videos, does that help you with your PTSD?
What's that?
Making videos.
I enjoy it. Yeah, it does a lot because it gives you give you a little bit more of a focus.
Hey, Mama.
It keeps me more organized because instead of randomly starting and jumping around. Like I'm better at finishing projects to finish because I need to finish, a video. So it kind of goes hand in hand when you're really ADD.
Inside the house, yeah, there's a lot of projects.
Inside the house will be
shower's
getting started on.
so
Yeah,
that
that
needs to
was
be
when
done.
I was gone on a walk.
No, that happened right before you left. We didn't have time to fix it.
Yeah, right.
But it's dried out because it had to dry out anyway.
So we'll be getting started inside the house. I'm saving anything inside. Well, there's quite a few things I want to do, but I'm gonna start that stuff. That'll be like
cold.
January, February projects. Because we did start this in the winter, which really, in hindsight, that was more me and Robert when she wasn't here.
Yeah, otherwise I would have.
Let's see what the logs look like.
Yeah, because they had to do that.
So
when
she
I
just
wasn't
came home. She came home from practice, and
actually, yeah,
we had the logs taken out.
you'd be like, oh, by the way, we just tore stuff off the house, and we're not gonna put it back on there. It's super fun. Or like, hey, I bought a tractor. Woo! Yes. Well, at least it's something that gets done.
New Year's resolution? No, I don't do New Year's resolutions because they last for about 3 days, and then.
Oh, Patty's terrible with New Year's resolutions.
She quit with those two, so.
Yeah, that's good. I don't think any of us do very well with that.
That's kind of my plan. Mostly the outside done, under the house, and then we'll start inside.
Once the kid, especially, it'll be easier.
The inside, and you got to see. Well, I think I've shown a little bit of the inside. I'll show you guys the inside here in the next couple of weeks. There's not a ton to do inside. The stuff inside is really
cosmetic.
The counters, the cabinets, updating a little bit of stuff.
The master bath.
But so much of the stuff inside my house is still in pretty good shape. The floors, which I've got a method I'm going to try with the floors, but you guys have seen the floors. They're real pretty. So the inside isn't that bad. Most of what I need to do is going to be the majority of the work's outside.
At some point, we need new HVAC, I guess.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be putting the AC units, the ventless or the ductless AC units.
Yeah.
And so that'll be.
And then Aiden's fireplace needs to be rehabbed. Sometimes.
We try to be.
Work a lot with teenagers, so that kind of makes you normal, I guess. AC units, yes, they will be nice.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I'm just saving the money, and because it'll be more expensive to put the ductless AC units for the units, but considering all the ductwork under the house is completely rotten, there's a lot of stuff I have to redo on this house that people didn't do correctly. And so they didn't hang all the ductwork, and it's not hard ductwork, it's the old
the flexible
flexible insulation, and they left it on the ground, so there's no ductwork. So by the time I do all the ductwork and everything, it'll be cheaper to do the.
I do not can or put up the person. We
I
haven't
do most
done
of all
vegetables
that,
in
and
the last couple of years because we just didn't have the time, and they kind of get out of control a little bit.
That's one of the
nice
nice
things. If you plant
things.
one tomato here, you're gonna end up 15 plants growing in the whole yard. So we found that out the hard way. So the raised beds should help contain a little.
I've been pretty much self-employed for the most part with different projects since I got out of the Army, and so I'm more the Mr. Mom around here because, well, she has having the swim team. She coaches
he does the cooking
from 3 o'clock to 8.
Yeah, but I do the momming. I do the kids rearing.
Well, I do.
At the pool.
Well, yeah, she has the kids with them. But as far as the cooking and the stuff like that, which is fine because I enjoy it. You guys see me cook. I like that.
He doesn't like to clean up after it, but that's what Michaela and Aiden are for.
I do the
so
cooking.
That's fine. Have you talked about the walk yet?
As far as Janet, do you mean on the live? I have been answering questions. You have a question? Go ahead and answer it. Right now, this is just answering questions that anybody may have. So. It's still taking questions on pretty much any subject at this point. But if you did miss some of the questions about the walk, you can go back and watch it. Wait, what's
Where
that?
were the hostels?
I stayed in several. Uncle Johnny's was in Irwin. I stayed in about 4 different ones.
What state?
North Carolina and Tennessee. I walked North Carolina all up through Tennessee. So that's the area I walked. I can't bake really well.
Michaela does all the baking.
Yeah, she does have a lot of patience.
I haven't really tried my hand at canning and stuff. I make really nice laundry detergent, homemade laundry detergent though. I'm pretty mean at that, but I haven't really tried my hand at canning. I also don't use the sewing machine because it terrifies me, so
Today's
there's that.
the weather is hot here.
It's hot and humid. We've had some rain showers come through today, some little
It's
storms.
actually kind of pleasant. It's like 85.
Is there anything that scared you during your walk?
Nothing that really scared me. Copper scared me a couple times because he got to where he liked to boing, and so he would.
When he likes the water too much.
All right,
too.
so here's Copper would not poop or pee on the trail at all. Like he would get off, which was really nice. Except that there would be times we walked, there'd be a really steep bank, and he'd need to poop. All of a sudden, he'd just jump off the side and start sliding down the hill because he had to use the bathroom. So that was some of the.
We have
Scary
amazing
stuff.
blueberries. There's actually a local place that I just went, and well, they just closed for the season. But we picked. I mean, I went. What did we pick? How many? We picked like 15 pounds of blueberries in like 30 minutes. So yeah, we have amazing blueberries.
Yeah, the blueberries do grow really well.
We have blackberries in the back. So we do need to go get blackberries.
Blackberries.
It's about blackberry time. We need to go back in the back. Aaron sews.
I so
Aaron has made me a fully boned corset, which is pretty impressive, and a floor length cape out of really cool fur lined. Like Aaron does all sorts of stuff. I don't touch the sewing machine because I think it's terrifying. But no. And your daughter still wants you to make her a big giant pickup skirt, so that's on the list of things to do. Well, you made a bunch of stuff.
I made a couple dresses.
A couple dresses. Oh yeah, you did do dresses.
Well, I picked it up. My mom taught me to sew years ago when we were in 4-H. We did a sewing class, and then doing car upholstery and stuff is kind of what made me
I've
get
never
into
been to
it.
Dollywood. I think Aaron has.
I have
I have never been to Dollywood.
many times a long, long time ago. I haven't
Do you
been in
think
30
there's a
years.
connection between you not giving up and the peace that descended upon you? I think there's always peace when you.
Yeah,
don't give
I
up.
almost get like if I had just given up, it wouldn't have served nearly as much of a point. It wasn't until after I'd almost quit, really 3 different times that I
Ooh, yummy.
thought about it, and it wasn't until after that point that I felt a lot better. So I had to work through all those, and if I had quit, it wouldn't have had the same impact at all. And I just knew, like I said, I was packing to keep walking. I was at Uncle Johnny, and I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna go drive back up to the point I left off, Pastoral Mountain, and start walking again. And that's when it just happened. I just felt it. I'm like, I called her, I told my mom, like, I think I'm good. I think I'm gonna stick around here and fish, because I felt like I had accomplished what I set out to accomplish. Now, it was what I set out to accomplish, what I accomplished were really kind of 2 very different things.
I don't think you knew
took
what it was.
off. Yeah, I really didn't know when I started what it was I wanted to accomplish. I just kind of knew when I accomplished it. So it definitely took on a life of its own. And
How many days and nights did you spend on the actual trail?
on the actual trail
He's
was
probably not very
right
happy
at
that
30.
I told you he knows how to sew fancy outfits, but well, it is what it is.
I think we spent probably 27, almost 30 full. I was gone 7 weeks. I was almost full 30 days on the trail. And that was, actually it was like 27 because I was going to go for like 4 days to hit the full 30 on the trail. But we actually walked a lot more miles off the trail than we did on. There were a couple days we put in 17, 18 miles either at Lost Cove or Wolf Creek Falls, places we had to go off the
Aren't
trail
you?
to find.
Will the walks be a
water.
yearly thing? Returning
I
once or
hope
twice a year,
I
or
hope a
what
couple
projects?
times a year.
And to take other.
Yeah, and as I get going.
Are you gonna take Robbie
Huh?
on the trail?
We're going to go up to Lost Cove at some point.
I don't know how Robbie's gonna do with the bugs. But I guess we'll find out. What are you looking for?
We didn't miss anything. You're walking. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lost Cove is definitely worth the hard walk to get there.
I think Robbie would be fun.
But yeah, and when I do them with other people, there will probably won't be more 7-week walks, but I would like to do a couple weeks at a time, a couple times a year.
Yeah, the military doesn't give you, it doesn't really give you more than what you need to survive. So I totally understand needing to be able to kind of do things. That's kind of one of the reasons why we
And-
learned to do a lot of the stuff we learned to do.
And growing up on a farm, you know,
I
and
did
you,
not
you
grow up
guys
on a
have met
farm.
my dad, so
Robbie will never make
Ah!
it. Oh.
Copper.
Everyone cave dwelling. I don't know if you like caves. I like caves.
Oh, I love going in caves. I'm a little bit big to get in some of the tight spots, though. That's probably one thing that does. Like, I'm a little bit scared of getting stuck. I'm not
Hi, Robbie.
claustrophobic.
Somebody just said you wouldn't make it on the trail with Aaron.
Hey, what's up, Robert? Everybody knows him as Robert.
Oh, sorry.
I met Robert. Like I said, I met Robert when before he was legal to drink, and
What's your favorite?
he introduced himself as Robbie, and so I'm probably one of the only people that's still allowed or does call him Robbie, me and Caroline. And also everybody calls her Carrie, and except for me and her parents, we're the only people that call her Caroline. So
What's your favorite characteristic of Copper?
I don't know. He picks up on my feelings pretty well. Like he always knows when I'm upset or sad or.
Oh, but the Saint Bernard did that too.
Mm-hmm.
Moose was a good dog.
He's a nut. He
remembers
loves
stuff.
water. He has a memory like an elephant.
Yeah, your mom calls me
Carolina.
Yeah, he does.
No, I didn't walk over. The Fontana Dam is still inside of the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. So we couldn't walk that section because Copper is not certified.
I try to remember to call
service
you
dog
Robert,
yet.
but I forget. I apologize. Robert. I can call you Roberto. Sometimes I do that when
Roberto.
I'm talking about you. I call you Roberto. I can do that. But I totally forget about this Robert. Because I don't really feel like you're a Robert.
El Jefe, since you are the president of
No,
Harris
that's
County.
somebody else. Oh, well, there is that. Oh, somebody else calling you Robbie. What are you going to do now?
I opened a can of worms. I'm sorry, buddy.
No, you're not.
That actually was her fault.
I didn't. I mean,
I was just explaining it.
yeah, see, Roberto, that works. I can do Roberto. Not El Jefe. I don't like El Jefe.
We started
you're
something
Roberto
else now.
Billy Bob, yeah, we can do Billy.
I do that
I'm down
sometimes.
with
I
Billy
do
Bob.
that just to mess with him
I'm
sometimes.
totally down with Billy Bob. I get
Call
down with
him
Billy
Bill.
Bob. I like that one. Oh, whoops. Can you walk the train tracks to get to Lost Cove?
Yes, you can, and it's 4 miles. Now, here's the thing with that. You can walk the train tracks to get to a trail that's hard to find to Lost Cove, and it's a mile. Brutal mile. I mean, going one tree to the next. It's 6 miles from the road down to Lost Cove. Really steep, kind of rough. So you walk down, and then you got to go to 6 miles back up. So there's a reason that it's still preserved and stuff are there, because it is not easy to get to.
So they've tried to quit cigarettes many times and not been successful. Well, we've tried that too.
I had quit
Okay,
smoking.
wait. If you're in the hospital and you can't have access to cigarettes for like 3 weeks and you're kind of like on lots of pain meds so you don't really know where you are and they give you ketamine so you're not really sure that reality is real, you can quit smoking
Mr. President.
immediately. Like that's a pretty good way to get out of smoking. So I don't recommend this method.
I've
because-
quit smoking a few times. I
Yeah.
will say, like, a lot of people have fussed at me about the vaping stuff. But even before my back surgery, I'd stopped off
No,
and
you
on
had not. You
with,
were full of
with the
speedo.
vape. Because with the vape, you can wean yourself off the nicotine. So
Well, we haven't done that yet.
the patches didn't.
No, we tried patches.
And the
before,
Chantix
too.
made me
And the
psycho.
Chantix, yeah, no.
I had every adverse reaction to Chantix, from the depression, every reaction. So that was horrible.
So what advice do you have for quitting smoking?
Was that go to a local vape shop and talk to them and start on a
High concentration.
like a
thing?
10 milligram, and just set a goal. Don't just get a vape and start vaping, because for a long time I vaped
you were
heavy.
always at Mount Pisgah.
But start and set, okay, I'm going to do 10 milligrams of nicotine for the first 2 weeks. Then I'm going to drop to 8, 2 weeks. I'm going to drop to 6, 4, 2, and
First
then
thing you
after a
want is
couple
a
months, you'll be at
cigarette.
0. There'll be no nicotine. And at that point, it'll just be where I'm at now, the oral fixation part. I can't chew gum a lot because of my teeth. if you like candy, you know, finding something.
I had a friend that quit with Dum Dums.
Yeah, especially when you're driving,
Lollipops.
something to do with your hands.
Somebody wanted to know if you do you go to Mount Pisgah?
I grew up about 20
and
minutes
then
from
how
Mount
they
Pisgah.
think you got vehicles. They got vehicles to Lost Coast.
You can
if the
still
terrain
see
is so steep.
the old road bed, and it's washed out, so it looks like a creek bed. So they got those old trucks down there, but I'm sure it wasn't easy.
Do you think you had a closer experience with God?
I am a spiritual person, not a religious person, so I definitely had a spiritual experience a lot. But as far as say I'm closer to one deity or another, you know, I choose to
Open
do.
to the power of the universe.
Yeah, I choose to do. I am very spiritual, but I wouldn't say I'm not religious. So as far as saying, you know, one God or the other, but it was a powerfully spiritual experience. The entire trip was absolutely.
Also, I think staying busy. Like if you're busy, it's easier to not smoke. Like if you're doing stuff with your hands.
I tried taking a cigarette away every day or moving an hour back. That never worked for me.
Yeah, I think we'd all rather be smoking than drinking.
Well, all I'm doing now is just the vapes that
smoking
don't
is
have
cheaper.
nicotine. So all I got to do now is just quit vaping. But like I said, the vapes I use now don't have the nicotine. So my dad quit cold turkey. My dad smoked for a long time, and when he was about my age, he just quit. Some people can do that. Me, I've tried that a few times, and I would get there. There were times when I would be quitting smoking that she would almost tell me to
Oh yeah, no,
go
'cause you were a
get a
butthole.
pack of cigarettes, because I would get.
You're really mean.
Yeah, I'm not a pleasant person.
But maybe if you weren't also drinking at the same
Yes,
time, it
that
wouldn't
would
have been as bad.
And that is one thing, when I drink, I smoke, and so it
They go
was
hand in hand.
easier not drinking to not smoke. Yeah, I was smoking 2 packs a day before I left.
At least. Plus the cigars.
And driving's really hard because when I was driving, I would literally light one with another. So that's always the hardest place for me when I
You
want
can't
one.
smoke in the car with the puppy. You'll give the puppy smoker's lung. That'd be mean.
Yeah, there's that.
Thank God I never smoked.
That is the easiest way to quit. Is never start. And I'm hoping my kids picked
They're
up
never
on
gonna
all
do
that
it.
from me, and
They're never
they
gonna-
saw that.
I'm not even worried about it.
But it is. I'm gonna run it a few more minutes if y'all have more questions.
Congratulations, 4 packs a day and you quit. Woo.
Yeah. Right now, 4 packs a day would run you about $30 a day. Right now,
I don't have the money for you to smoke
down
that
here
much.
in Georgia, and it's even worse in some places. Down here in Georgia, the cigarettes I smoke for $7 a pack.
That's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think I bought slushies that much to like meet that. I don't even think with my chocolate addiction and my slushy problem, I was using $14 a day. $30 a carton.
Yeah, 10 packs in a carton. That's cheap.
Woo, $65 for a carton. Right, we used to have to send those to you when you were overseas.
Yeah, $8, $9 in Ohio. I know I got friends in New York, and they're like $13, $14 a pack.
I wish gas would be cheaper.
Yeah, when I started smoking back in the late 90s, it was, I think I paid $1.50, $2.
Oh my God, who's under my butt? Oh my God, he's licking my butt. Oh my God, stop, Copper! You creepy little peeper! You just started licking my butt under the bench. You big weirdo. What is wrong with you?
Saying hi.
That's so rude. You're a rude little turd.
All right, everybody. Well, I really appreciate y'all tuning in and all the questions. If you have any more questions,
What is Copper's favorite food? Anything? I think anything.
the edible or unedible kind.
Yeah.
He's not partial.
He likes stuffing inside of stuffed animals. He really likes stuffing. He likes the fluff. It tastes good.
He
I
has
guess.
grown. He weighs about 60
He's pretty
pounds
heavy.
now.
You can't really carry him
He's
around
heavy.
anymore. He's
Uh,
solid doggy.
So we are going to
Hi.
hop off of here, I think,
I'm hungry.
and go make some dinner. We have
Baked potatoes in the
we
crock
put
pot.
loaded baked potatoes in the crock pot.
Well, the potatoes, we're gonna load them now. But
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've
We
been going all day.
olive oil, kosher salt, tin foil. Put them in the crock pot early in the morning, and I don't know what it is about the salt and oil in the crock pot, but by the end of the day, they are better than any oven baked
Let's
potatoes
wrap 'em
you can
in
have.
tinfoil.
Yeah, wrap them in tin foil. They are awesome.
And did you journal it?
I journal not as much as I should, but I do have some notes. I spent
How
a
can they donate money for animal food?
On the link in my channel, there are in the pinned comment, which I'll put up after we get off of this, there'll be a link to my PayPal account where I have set up for donations. And thank you very much. So, yeah, and it's been nice having her. She's usually
we
so
have a dog that
busy.
eats crotches out of underwear too.
She's usually so busy that she's not around a lot, because people always comment like, why is your family not helping? Because they're either at school working 12 hours a day,
Or
coaching,
swim practice.
or swim practice. So they're all super busy.
This keeps them out of trouble though.
It does keep me out of trouble.
They haven't had any trouble. Good kids.
So.
No detentions. It's nice. Oh, that's a good idea. I was gonna put bacon
That
on
is
top of the
that-
potato.
Yeah,
But that
I'll
sounds
put
pretty
it
tasty.
in it. I'll have to try
Have you
that.
ever tried bacon wrapped shrimp? Wrap the bacon and shrimp, put it on skewers, grill it with barbecue sauce. That's an amazing meal. We would talk forever, so you should.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Well, thank you very much for joining us. And
Oh wait, teeth. Really fast.
I have last couple cavities on the 3rd, and then I start with the cosmetic work starts on the 8th of August. And from that point, it'll be every couple weeks getting the cosmetic work done. So hopefully by October, November, I'll have all new teeth that are broken and everything. Really looking forward to that. She's got to have a root canal. She had a filling come out.
Yummy. I get drugs. It's fun. Fun for everyone else. I run away in the grocery store. We enjoy it. I'm pretty sure I hit on my dentist too, but I don't think he takes it personally.
Almost there. All right, everybody. So I appreciate y'all watching, and
Robert's hungry.
yeah, he's going to start hollering in a minute. So we'll catch y'all next time, and thanks again for all your support, and both financially and just emotionally. I'm not sure if I hadn't been. I will say this. I'm going to go off again. If it hadn't been for the channel, if I hadn't had the accountability of knowing that people were watching and counting on me to finish and enjoying the journey, if I just chose to do this just on my own, I'm not sure I would have been able to finish all of it. I really don't. And I definitely would not have financially been able to do what I did. So literally without all of you guys, it wouldn't happen, and I would have still been drinking an excessive amount of alcohol, still been kind of mean. Yeah, still had 40 extra pounds. So again, thank you guys very much. Thank you, Robert, for helping out, taking care here, and starting to GoFundMe page.
He put my mailbox up.
Yeah, he did. Putting help. He kept an eye on everything here, and thanks for my mom and dad for the excessive amount of driving and putting up with me and
worrying about you.
Worrying about me. So thank you guys very much.
Let's go eat. Come on.
And we're gonna go eat some dinner. I gotta go pull this.